just discovered it's market day today, so it'd be rude not to go and have a look, wouldn't it? Well, it's a big market. Should we get that sign for the girls?
What's that? Caution, free range children.
Time for a cup of tea and a toasted tea cake. It's got to be done. What I like is people that can repurpose an object. This is your old British telephone box, and it's now repurposed into a coffee shop. How about that? Absolutely brilliant. During our stay, we managed to meet up with an old school friend of ours, Claire Nixon, as she used to be, and her husband John. We had an evening meal with them and had a delightful evening. It was nice to meet up with them again.
Well, welcome to Life on Board AmyJo.
Yeah.
We have had a fantastic few days, nearing off a week actually, in Stratford on Avon. We found lots to do, lots of markets
it's
to
a beautiful
visit.
city, it really is.
We're
actually moored on the river, right opposite the Bards.
Morning!
Morning. There's a boat just going past behind you. We're moored up right opposite the Royal Shakespeare Society's hall, and what an impressive building it is.
Morning.
Good morning. So our plan today, we've come down from the Bancroft Basin, as you can tell. We're now moored up actually on the river, just below the lock. And our plan today is we're going to stop for water again, because Chris has had the washing machine going. And then we're going to continue our cruise down the River Avon towards Tewkesbury. And of course you're more than welcome to join us. So if you're sitting comfortably, we'll go and get some water, shall we?
Yes, let's start the day. Right. Well, we are in the first lock, going down to the river. Steve's staying off because the gates are quite heavy, so he's staying off to give me a hand. Just hope the boat doesn't go into the middle of the lock. So we're going to go down there. The marker for the river is well into the green, and we just have to negotiate the swans.
The River Avon, sometimes called Warwickshire Avon, rises near Naseby in central England and flows generally southwestward for 96 miles or 154 kilometres through the counties of Northamptonshire, Leicestershire, Warwickshire and Worcestershire. The river shares the name Avon, derived from the Celtic word meaning river, with several other rivers in Great Britain, including Avon of Bristol and the Avon of Wiltshire and Hampshire. The river has a total fall of about 500 feet or 150 metres, and the river valley widens through the Vale of Evesham, especially below Warwickshire. And of course we can't forget the River Avon has literary associations with William Shakespeare, who was born and died at Stratford on Avon. We've stopped to top up with water. Well, this is another view of the Royal Shakespeare Society building. Absolutely dominates the skyline around here. Well, what a beautiful building. Well, that's it, we're leaving Stratford behind, underway on the River Avon. 2 minutes in, we come to our first lock. I remember this one from when we went on the restaurant boat, so we have to bear left here. This is the Holy Trinity Church. It's actually Shakespeare's burial place, and it overlooks the loch. This is our first loch of the river, and it's called the Colin P. Witter Loch. Now that's an interesting name for us, because when we used to be in the sailing club in Chester, our next door neighbours was a Colin Witter of Witter Tow Bar fame. I wonder if Colin P. Witter is any relation. Yes, Colin Witter is the same person that we knew at the sailing club. The massive steel beams across this loch are there to protect the loch from the massive pressures of the land either side of it. The weir on the other side of the loch that we've just come down. Just here, where all the diggers are, is the site of a new 250 boat marina that's being built. The shuttering, presumably, is for them to start building the entrance to the marina. But it's certainly a big marina by the look of it. Moorings are very scarce on the River Avon, and they're denoted by posts with blue tops. These posts have rings on them you moor to, so that it can take into account the rise and fall of the river. As I said, moorings are usually located by the locks, but can only cater for 1 or 2 boats at a time. So if you see a free mooring, it's best to take it before midday.
Wait. Do you want me to take the bow line? Go on then.
Lovely places along here. I think these are lottery bunny properties. The only sort of places that you could dream about. Look at this one here. Perfect moorings for AmyJo. They go on forever. What a delightful little place. Yep, that'll do. Dream on, Steve. Well, only a little short run today, but we've stopped in a delightful little place. We've got a nice mooring with a seat we can sit out on if we want to. But that's us for today. What do you reckon on that then? Yeah. It's even got its own summer house. Now that looks absolutely fabulous. Some beautiful places along this stretch of the river. Well, we're on day 2 of our River Avon cruise. A lot of it will be on the bow camp because, to be frank, there isn't really that much to talk about on this stretch of the river, but as you can see, it's a lovely day. For a change, yeah, and we're actually enjoying the river. It's absolutely beautiful, we really are. The locks are heavy going, but fortunately there's not too many of them.